guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Richa Mundra for all those who are new here, and I make videos on travel, lifestyle, fashion and so much more. So if you like this domain, please hit that subscribe button and join the fam. So for today's video, I posted a story on my Instagram of what questions you have for getting into Google and all of those things. So I thought of answering them, but before I wanted to answer them, I was feeling that I'll ask my friends to answer them for you. All of them come from very different domains, so it'll be useful. So keep watching. Okay, first question is, what is your role and what do you do?
What do I do? So trust and safety team is the main job of this team is to prevent fraud and abuse on Google products and to promote trust among Google product users. So in particular, like my team focuses on all the payments that happen on Google products. So preventing bad actors or fraudsters from misusing payment methods, and specifically the small team that I work in looks at Google Cloud payments.
My role is of a data analyst, and I try to prevent fraud and abuse in all the monetized products of Google. And so we work in a department, trust and safety, and the main job is that how to make our products more secure, digitally secure for the end customers over here. And since we are moving to the digitization world, parallelly the fraud and abuse is also increasing. So how to make it more secure for the users is what our primary job is.
I'm a data analyst in trust and safety org. Our goal is to keep the product very tough for the fraudster to use and make it very easier for the genuine users to use.
So my role is a program manager. I joined first a different team, which was trust and safety, and now I'm with Geo. My role is end-to-end project management, which involves anything and everything related to delivery of a project, which could be stakeholder management, managing comms, talking to teams, removing blockers, making sure things move forward. It could even involve a little bit of vendor management as well. So that's what the role is.
So I'm a strategist with payments, trust and safety, and I look after customer experience flows, any escalations that come for the customers, and we take care of all the consumer side payments products like Google Play, Google Pay, YouTube subscription, to name a few.
What was your interview process like?
So I'm a campus recruit at Google, and when we were announced that Google was coming, it gave a list of roles it was coming for, and then you could apply for that role. Basis that there was some shortlist. It shortlisted around 17 people out of everybody who applied for, and then those shortlisted candidates were there. So at our time, generally Google has an online interview, but for us, the hiring committee came to our campus and we had an offline interview. The rounds of interviews can typically range from 3 to 4 depending on the candidate and how the previous interviews go. And we were given provided with a deck which we had to study as a preparation deck, a reference deck, which included things about Google, things you should know about Google, and to start with.
So I applied online through the careers portal. It was a role which was in my domain. It was very relevant to what I was doing at that point of time, so that's why I thought it would make sense for me to apply. After I applied, I got a call from the recruiter about a few days later. Then after that, the interview process started. I had roughly about 6 or 7 interviews, with the first one being more role related and then more generic program management interviews for Google.
So I got selected from my campus interview during my MBA. I had 4 rounds of interviews. In all the rounds, we had a very in-depth discussion about how a fraudster can abuse Google's products and how will we prevent, or how we can put a protection from them to save the genuine users.
Interview process was smooth but hectic at the same point of time. I had approximately 5 rounds of interview, excluding the telephonic round, and also one in which they gave me a questionnaire in which I had to answer all those detailed questions about why do you want to join Google, tell me about something about yourself and all those things. So, but yeah, the main 4 interviews that I had were approximately 45 minutes each. And one thing which I will call out specifically is over here they do not ask you many questions in 45 minutes. They ask you 2 or 3 questions, but they dig down hell lot deeper in those questions. So if you're giving an answer, please make sure that you know the answer in and out, because if you're faking something, they will get to know for sure.
So I got into Google through my MBA college, and so Google used to still comes for campus placements, and I was shortlisted for the data analytics role, and I had to sit for 3 interviews, and I cleared them, and that's how I got into Google.
Preparation for campus role, what was your background like and how did it help you for the role?
Okay. So my background before joining my MBA college was I was a software engineer in HP, and I used to work in the HP Enterprise division. So that particular experience sort of helped me to get a shortlist for the Google role, because when Google came to campus, they were looking for people with work experience and somewhat similar domains of experience. So I had worked in a product company like HP in like the enterprise division, and that helped me get a shortlist for the data analytics role of Google. Now it's not necessary that I work in a product company, but it helped me. So I had a computer science background as well, which Google considered, I'm sure, while shortlisting. I don't know the exact process, but I'm sure it helped me to get a shortlist. So after I got a shortlist, so Google usually sends you a mail saying that you have been shortlisted, and they send you a sort of a list of resources that you need to go through to help you prepare for the interview. And it's a good repository of resources. It's not an exhaustive list, but it contains like a few links to certain terms that Google usually deals with. For example, like for data analytics, it was around like what kind of fraud and abuse happens in the industry, and what are some terms that are commonly thrown around in the fraud and abuse space, because trust and safety was the team coming to hire for my role, and that's why they had sent similar resources. Apart from that, Google had like a short webinar sort of event for the shortlisted candidates, where they clarified a lot of doubts about like how the interview process would be like. Would it be like 10 interviews or 3 interviews or 2 interviews? Would there be other processes apart from interviews? So what we got to know is there'd be 3 interviews at least, and if needed there would be more before we shortlist the final candidates. So I had approximately 2 to 3 days after I got the shortlist to prepare for the interview, which was not an ideal amount of time, but that's how MBA placement processes work. So we don't get a lot of time. But I did utilize that time by talking to like a few seniors who had got into Google in the same role. I asked them about what things I need to cover for sure. They guided me on what to read, and that helped. Apart from that, I looked at certain basic functionalities of Google products, especially the 1 billion plus user products, because I wanted to understand more about Google products, which I thought would help me in the interview, and it did. So I read about Google Ads, Google Search, and YouTube, thinking that if there are questions about Google, I would steer the interview towards these 3 products. So that helped me in the interview as well. I had 3 interviews. All of them had a similar process in the sense that there's not one technical round and one HR round like a lot of companies have. Google interviews for me followed a usual process, which was a mix of role related questions. It was there were some behavioral questions and things like that. So this was sort of the interview process and preparation like for me.
How to know about the vacancies and how did you apply for the Google job?
So I did not apply for the Google job. I was in the process of looking out for jobs, and I wanted to apply, but I never thought I'd be able to make it, hence I did not. But so I was actively looking out for jobs in LinkedIn, and I was very active over there. LinkedIn provides a great platform over there. So needless of the job, like what company is there, I was in a state where I was applying to all the jobs. Just 2 filters: data analyst, machine learning, AI. all these filters, and I used to apply for any job anywhere, everywhere, and that's how I think the profile came up to the top, and recruiters got notice of it. And one of the recruiter pinged me on LinkedIn saying that hey, there is a vacancy, and would you like to apply? But at the same point of time, you can go to Google career site and apply for a position. Also, being active on LinkedIn helps in a way, because many other people who are working in the same company, they do post updates about if there is a job vacancy in their company or not. So that also sometimes just helps giving you an edge that okay, there is a job opening, and you can directly connect to that person and ask him for a referral, and you can apply for the job.
Next question that we have for you is, your previous experience was in a service company, and Google is a product company. How did the experience change? And do you have any tips for people out there who are in service-based companies and they want to come to product-based companies?
Sure. So in service-based company, you will be like just a train engineer. So somebody built the product and then gave it to you. What you need to do is that you need to ensure that a smooth running of the product. Your role in terms of changing the product's feature will be like very minimal to zero. So that's how I felt it in service company. Whereas in product-based company, the roles and responsibilities are dynamic. It will change depending upon how the market plays, or how the consumer consumption is there, or the fellow the competitors new steps. Depending upon all of these things, the roles and responsibilities of viewers will change. So even for like in 3 months, you have to reprioritize and deprioritize a lot of your responsibilities, and then directly contribute how your product changes in the market. So in terms of what I would say, in terms of what I want to say for product, for people who are trying to switch from service to product, both are equally good, and you will enjoy in both the ways. But if you think product is something that you will enjoy more, just try for it, because I never knew that I will get a chance in a product-based company until I tried for it. So yeah, prepare well.
What are some tips that you want to give to people who are into other product-based companies and they want to switch to Google, but they're not sure on what roles to get, how to apply for that, what certifications to do, blah blah blah?
I think the main thing is applying to a role that is relevant to what you've been doing and relevant to what you want to do in your career. So, for example, if you're a product manager at some other firm and you want to apply to a product manager role at Google, that would make sense. But let's say if you're an analyst at a company and then you want to move as a product management role at Google, then that might not be the right fit for you, for your experience. So I think the main thing is to find out what makes sense for you and your career, and also with that you have to consider your domain experience, because that, at least for me, that played a lot of importance in my entire interview process, because I had a lot of payments industry experience, and that was why I got the call in the first place from Google. So I think that's the most important thing to keep in mind.
What are the tips for people who are sitting on campus recruits, like for campus placement interviews? How do they prepare for it?
So first of all, Google should come to your campus. You should know, just relax. Don't start preparing from the day, from day one. You'll get enough time from when you know this is the shortlist, depending upon your placement committee, to be honest. And you will have time from when Google will open the applications till the time you have your final interview rounds. It could be, as I mentioned, it could be over the video call. It could be offline as well, depending upon so given the COVID situation right now, there are hirings happening, and that is happening online. So that's one. So they provide you with a guide, help guide, and the HR is in touch with you. You can take help from your campus seniors who got recruited previously, or have somebody in the same role. So first learn about what your role is. So my role was from in trust and safety, which is in layman terms a fraud segment. So I did some research about how different frauds can happen in different Google products, and that really helped me in my interviews as well, because that was one direct question in the interview. So basically your prep so there is one basic prep and there is one role related prep. And please, one tip here, do not consider yourself not worthy of that role because you lack some background. Trust me, I come from a non-technical background, and I had all such apprehensions that I won't get through it. I happened to talk to one of my seniors who was in the same role, and she convinced me that just apply for it. You never know what's gonna happen. I was very open and candid about my background. Be honest about what your background is and how you can tackle the problem. Show your learning capabilities. Give so if you're this is in general, right, not typically for Google. If you are telling your strengths and weaknesses, quote examples. Just don't bluntly say that I'm a team worker, or I believe in teamwork. Quote examples that you had, you portrayed leadership, or you portrayed a teamwork situation, or you handle challenges well, or you can work in a stressed environment. So that's about it.